Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with simpleroptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to look at a concept that I think I'm trying to work on every day, and one thing that I think is very important in trading, and that is just patience. Because when you look at charts like FLIR, and I know this has been mentioned in a couple of the free videos that we've done here, but it's just the idea that when the squeeze starts to develop, I want to start building that position because really from that point forward, you could start to see the move. We have squeezes like what you've seen in Amazon based off this last daily chart, where all that you really saw in the signal was a one dot move. And I know they're not necessarily the easiest to position for, but they can be just as effective. So in that way, when you see the squeeze start to develop, you want to start trying to be involved with the move. This will widely vary depending on the name you're going to be involved with. Obviously, FLIR is going to be or tend to be much more quiet than Amazon, but you build up the position while the squeeze consolidates, and then ideally you're in it when you get that pop higher. I mention that because I think you're seeing similar situations with THO and WGO. These are names that have been relatively popular here lately, and I think with good reason. I think they stand good potential to head higher. They're sitting here and trading a little lethargically. That's a good way of saying that, but they're trading a little soft against these moving averages, and they're not that exciting right now. You can't approach these signals and say, I'm getting in today and I want results today. It's nice when it works out that way, but think about building the positions up around this, and that's going to result in a lot better action for you. So those are two that I think could be a little bit slower with Winnebago, and the other, some that I think may be a little bit more in play right now, and hopefully a little bit more active. I like First Solar, where you can see that we've got the squeeze in play, going to work to build the position down here in this zone and look for a run into earnings. And then also keep an eye on Monster, where these are all names, in a market that is screaming higher. I'm not going to sit here and try and call the top. I'm going to try to find individual names that I think have yet to have, their chunk of the participation. And I think Monster is also worth your time in that way. So I hope that gives you some helpful ways of thinking, some good names to consider for this next quarterly run into earnings, and we'll touch base on these in the next free video.